Okay. The next one. Okay. Text heading, special operators. Okay. Now, so guys, here special operators, we already list out, okay, like in, not in, okay, between, not between, yes or no, is like, sorry, is null, is not null, like, and not like. So these are called as what? No, special operators we called here. And in this, one of the operator is what? No, in. So now take siding in. So basically in operator, okay, so where you want it means that whenever you need to compare some group of or list of values, okay, so list or group of values we need to compare at a time, then there we can use what now? Special operators. And in this, one of the operators called as what now? In. Okay. As of now, in the previous examples, we can see each and every condition, we are checking only single value. In our conditions, you can identify, we return one value comparisons only we did. Understand na? Only one value comparison only we did. But now in advantage is what now? Group of values can be compared with one single condition wise. And here you can see, here multiple conditions I was given. Here multiple conditions I was given. But in operator advantage is what now? No need to give multiple conditions. Instead of using multiple conditions, with one condition, we will check group of values. Okay. In that way, the in operator will be advantage for us. Okay, na? Right now. So what you want to say here? Comparing the list of values, comparing the list of values, okay, with a single condition, with a single condition wise. Okay. And the syntax here, so my syntax is what, sir? It means that where should give column name and in operator, then send your values like value 1 comma value 2 comma and so on. Okay, right. For example, one example on this, write a query to display employees whose employee number is 7369 7566 7788 7900. So these are called as what now? List of values or group of values. And these group of values we need to compare now. Okay. So, but here four values means, don't think like that four conditions I need to write. It's not necessary to go for four conditions. With one conditional basis, I can check these all values. Okay, na? And that how to do this by using of in. Okay. Come to your database now. Come to your database here. So what is my ID here? MyDB 6 p.m. Okay, na? Right. And set my page size. What is page size? What is lines? I will explain to you. Okay, fine. And see your table first of all. Here, employee number column. There are so many different employees we have here. Every employee is having its own number. So now, out of 14 employees here, I wanted to, who is this here? 7369 7566 7788 7900. So the four values okay, or the 4 employee number basis, I need to retrieving my data. Then how we can write here where column name. What is my column name? And what is operator in? What is your values? 7369, 7566, 7788, 7900. That's it. So once you send here, how many conditions are you using, sir? Under where class means only one condition. And the condition column name, operator, list of values. So you're not 4 conditions, it's only one condition. With one condition wise, checking how many values, group of value. And how this values will check with your column EMP number. Okay. Now EMP number you can see first value 7369. This 7369 number is in the list, is in the list or not? Yes, is in the list. So when your value, if it is in the list, then the condition true. If the value is not in the list, then the condition false. Now 7369 is in the list, yes or no? In the list. In means in the list. There are there. There means this condition is what now? True. True means this entire data will be fetched. Next checking. 7499 is there in the list? No, not there. So 7499 is not there in the list. It means condition false. Next one. 7521 is there in the list? No, false. 7566 is there in the list? Yes, fetching. 7698, no. 7782, no. 7788, yes. Is there in the list? Yes. So like 787878 7900, yes. So when your value was there in the list, it consider true and the true data fetching. If it is not there in the list, then it will say false. Now 7902 there in the list? No. 7934 there in the list? No. So that means, so in the list, how many values I was given? Only those list values only retrieval from the table. In your list, which values you mention, only those values will be retrieval. This is group of values or list of values, how to checking or comparing with your column values. Okay, write down below. Next, so positive in. Same as if I want to go for to write negative. So negative, how to write here? Okay. Display employees whose employee number is not 7369, 7566, 7788, 7900. So what I want to use here? Not in. Okay, so that means not in means what now? Which value is not in the list, those values will come. And which values are there in the list, those values will never come. So, except your list values, remaining values will be written for us. Okay, now? So now, how we can see here, okay? And now I just added my negative operation. What is this? Not. So not in. Now we can see 7499. not in the list. Yes or no? Yes, true. Condition true. 7521, not in the list. Yes or no? Yes, condition true. 7654, not in the list. Yes or no? Yes, condition true. So these are all are not there in the list, not in the list. So that will be written here, which is having in the list no returns. Okay, this is negative. Right down below. The next one, between. Okay. So now between operator, where we want to use, any guessing? Generally tell me between operator where we want to use. Huh? Ranges, a particular range values. So here also, when you want to comparing a particular range value, so there you can use what now? Between. So right now. So comparing a particular range value. Okay, this is. And here, so many people, okay, they have some little bit confusion here. For example, if I'm giving here, just tell me between 10 to 20, if I'm giving like this. If I'm giving between 10 to 20, then what is my answer? 11, 12, to 19. Okay, na? So this is what it was. So many people are expected. Okay, but this is wrong. Understand, na? This is wrong. Between operator will consider your source value and also destination values also consider. But so many people, what they expected, in between values only they expected. But that's not correct. The nature of between operator is not that. The what is the nature here? Including source and also destination and in between values, so that all will be written for us. Understand, na? So this point also very very important for you at work premises. Okay, na? And interview levels also, if anyone asks you, so don't tell us 11 to 19, tell us 10 to 20. Right on. This operator, between operator, it returns all values including all values including source and destination value of the given range. Okay, right. So what is the syntax for this? The syntax of this, where and send your column name, use your between operator, send your low value, and end send your high value. Okay, so this is what now the syntax of between operator. Okay, right. So take example on this. Write a query. Write a query to fetch employees details whose salary is between 1500 to 3000, whose salary between 1500 to 3000. Okay. Now you can see, come to your database again, and now you just call your table and see, come to salary. So 1500% salary is there, 3000 also there. So that means here source value and destination, both values are available in my column. So along with the source and destination, the which values comes between these values, that values also I want to fetch. Okay. So how we can write this? Okay. Select star from EMP where what? Salary between 1500 and 3000 and see. So it written total 7, but can you find out here source and destination also retrieval? Yes. Source, destination, and between values. Complete values will be come from your range. This is the nature of what now? Between. Right now below. Next example. Write a query to fetch employees who are joined in 1981. Who are joined in 1981. Okay. How to write here? Okay, 1981, and see 1981 year who was joined, and this is your syntax. So what is your low value? 1st January to 1981. What is highest? 31st December. So on 1st January who was joined, those people also retrieval. On 31st December who joined, that values also come because source value and destination. So for example, if you go to banking sectors, you can ask some statement. For example, you want it here 2021, 2022 statements they want it. That means how many here statements you are asking? 2. So then if you say like this, what he will do, the clerk or whatever, the person will enter 1st January 2021 first. And end is what now? 31st December 2023. So this is called a range. So if I'm giving from so and so date to so and so date, what it was happen? My all transactions will come. And even though on 1st January 2022, if you did any transaction, that first day transaction also come. For example, if I'm giving 1st January, but transactions will come from 2nd January because you are expecting what now? Between. Between means what you are expected? 2nd January to 30 December you are expected. Okay, now if you are expected like this, then what is the question here? What is the question here? Suppose if any employees joined on 1st January, what about the 1st January details? If any employee joined in 31st December, So what about 31st December employee data? Okay, now that's why between operator is nothing but what now? Including source and destination. That is the nature of between. But don't expect in between values. Understand now? So how we can write here? What is the logic now? Select a star from EMP where higher data between 1st Jan 1981 to 31st December 1981. So between operator by using this. And now see the 1981 people only displayed, but not other people. Right down below. Okay, right. This is between the positive. The same as now take negative, not between. In not between, suppose if I'm asked this example, so what I want to say, who are not joined, okay, in 1981. It means what should be added? Not between. That's it. And remaining all are same. So just come out and see in my query, the between before, I'm adding not. And to execute, see 1980 people not came, but 81, 82, 83, 82 people are came us because these are not joined in 1981 year. Hmm. So these are in between positive and negative. And the next most important operator, what is this? Is null. So in this null expression, there is a more chances are there to ask some questions. Okay, na? And this is very important. And even though this is null, we are using under Java applications and Python applications also. Whenever we will be faced with the null problems in Oracle related. Okay, na? So, but before that, here carefully observe. Don't write, just observe. Don't write, just example. Suppose I'm asking, write a query to display employees whose commission is null. Okay, is null. So I already explained to you in my update command early classes what everyone expected from your table. Commission, which employee commission is null. Null is nothing but what I said, empty. Those people data I want to fetch. So generally our thought as a fresher, what is your thought where commission is equals to null we are writing. But here can see here in my where class condition, whatever I'm taking null, that null I'm going to comparing actually. But here comparing level, if I'm using equal operator, okay, then what it was show no rows. Why, sir, it will show no rows? Why, sir, it will show no rows? It means that your null will be treated as an empty. It means if programmer point of view, this is null. I'm writing like this. But internally, your Oracle server or Oracle database point of view, it is nothing. Understand? Na? Nothing. So internally, your Oracle server will consider commission is equals to nothing was given by user. But programmatically, as a programmer, I'm giving null. In my view, there is a null. But Oracle view, there is a nothing. That's why it was showing what now? No rows. Okay. One more reason is what now? Here equal operator we are using for to assigning some value actually. But null is not a value. Null is a empty, nothing. That's called a null. So, but equal operator, when we want to use, whenever you need to assign some value. Okay, but null is not a value. Okay, null is not considered as a value. Okay, na? But here you can see if I'm giving 0, 0 is a value now. Yes, it consider and showing some result. And whose commission is 0, the person data I fetch out. Because 0 is a value consideration. But null is not considered value. It's a just empty block. Understand now? So these empty blocks, how we need to find out in my table. So there you can use equal operator, there you can use less than, greater than operators, any plus, minus, any operator you can use. Assignment operator, arithmetic operators, relational operators, anything you can use, it doesn't work. Because null is nothing but nothing. So to overcome this problem, and the previous any operator will not supported, then the people was designed one special key that is called a is. And with the help of this is keyword, I can compare, okay, wherever my empties are there. Okay, na? So commission is empty. So like how many commission columns are having empties, that each and every empty will be identified with the help of a is keyword. And now see commission is null, all commissions, nothing. Yes or no? We're fetching out your whose commission is empty or null, those people list out. But in this output, can you see 0 is came? No. It means null and 0 both are equal or not equal? Not equals. If null equals to 0, then definitely null is a value. If it is a value, I can use equal operator. Okay, but a null is not equals to 0. That's why I can't use equal operator. Understand na? So this is actually the problem of null. That's why remember one thing in the interview level also very important. Okay, when we want to comparing nulls or empties in a table, so how we can find out that means by using is operator. Which operator? Is operator. Okay. So write down first this statement. What is this? Comparing nulls in a specific column in a specific column. Okay. What is the syntax of this? What is the syntax of this? Where should pass your column name is null. And one of my question, write a query to display, write a query to display employees whose commission is null. This is positive. Same as if anybody asks you negative way. So in negative, same question we will ask like this. Whose commission is not null? Then what we want to use is not null. So not operator, you can use it. Fourth, cell, not work. Okay, now you can see negative operation you can observe. If I want to give it is not null, suppose, then what it will do, your empties are not considered, which is not null. Not null means what now? Having some value. Say 300 is a value, of course, 500 value, 14 value, and 0. So that means these four employees commission column cells are not empty. Instead of empty, it will be occupied some value. That's why I can't say that these people commissions are null. Okay, I can say these people commissions are not null because these people commission blocks are already occupied with some value. When we called a null, if it is nothing was there in the cell, then this is called a null. Understand, na? So that's why here observe. 0 also came. It means what you understand, 0 is not equals to null. Otherwise, null is not equals to 0. Got it? Huh? So now, write down here. Now we will see some more problems and some more explanation about your null. Okay, write down below. Working with the nulls or null. Okay. So come to when we work with null, there are two problems we are facing. One is comparing levels, or whenever you want to compare with null, is a one problem we will face. Second one, calculation level. So whenever you want to do some calculation part like addition, subtraction, multiple divisions. So these four arithmetic operations also, when we do or perform with nulls, again there also we will face a problem. So compare level problem we overcome by using is operator. Comparing level we overcome the problem by using is operator, but calculation problem how we can overcome. Okay na? So now let me see the complete explanation in depthly. I will explain to you here. Observe, and this is very important also for your interviews. Okay, right. First of all, you should know that how it was working about null. First you should know the meaning of null, what exactly null. Okay na? Ah, so how the people will consider this null in database, and I'm telling in database, not I'm telling Java. Again, Java is different. Understand na? In Java, null will be treated as a string, but here nothing. See, that's why don't compare your Java, .NET, Python with the database. In database, null is nothing but nothing. But that's the same null when you are using in your Java program, it treat as a string. String is nothing but value, having some address, having some memory occupation, everything. But here, no address, nothing memory occupied, nothing. Understand now? That's why don't compare with your Java and database. So open I'm telling firstly, okay na? Right. So your null, how it was defined by people in database, especially. Okay, how it was defined means it is it is a empty, it is a empty or undefined, it is a empty or undefined or unknown, okay, unknown value in database. So you can say like null is a empty, is an empty, otherwise is a undefined value or unknown value also. That means in database, null, no one can define what exactly. First thing, no one knows that what exactly, but everyone treat like a empty. So why sir treat like empty means in our database we have a different formats of data types. Like you discuss integer data type, or we discuss what now? Number data type. We discuss character, varchar 2, nchar, nvarchar 2, date, next, raw, long, raw, blob, long. So many data types are discussed. It means that in these many data formats, integer format, float format, string format, alphanumeric format, date format, time format, binary formats, these many different types of data formats, null is comes under which type of format? That was undefined in database. But the same thing you can say in Java, it is a string format. That means in Java, it is defined, but in database, not defined. Okay, next one. Data, this null is comes under which type of data type category? That is also no one know it. Understand na? So by these reasons, okay, integer values I can say it is integer, it is a string I can say, but empty I can't say which type of a value, and no one defined, no one knows. That's why it is called undefined unknown value in database. And undefined unknown means the people will go to give a definition what? Empty, simply, and that means nothing. Okay, right. And later what they will say, some people is questioning, sir, empty means is it like a space? Empty means somebody is thinking what now? Space, because space is also look like empty. Yes or no? Suppose are you writing here, okay, Sai space Kumar I'm writing now, Sai space Kumar. So here, what is this? Space. But space is also look like empty now. So many people, what they expected, this space is considered as a null. But that is also wrong. Why? Because in our databases, space will be countable. Space is a countable. When it was countable means it is a value, na? Yes or no? Yes. If I'm counting, it is also counting. It means that it is a value representation. So that's why the people what they will say, sir, is it possible I can say null is nothing but space? Not at all. Okay, na? So null means a nothing. There is a no space, no zero. It's a nothing. That's why the people very clearly given in database. What they will given, null is not equals to zero, and okay, null is not equals to zero, and null is not equals to space also. Remember, this is very important point. Null is not equals to space also. Okay, right. Okay, sir. Now we understand what is null. Null, how we can go to consider. We consider as an empty. It's not equals to zero. It's not equals to space. Now, when it will be like this, then the problem of null in my database calculations, what it is, let me check one small example I'm writing. Write down. Write a query to display employee number, employee name, employee salary, comma, employee commission, and also salary plus commission, and also salary plus commission from EMP table whose employee name is Smith, whose employee name is Smith. Okay, fine. Now you can see I want to display so and so columns, and very clearly the columns I was said here, and some calculation also I have to do. Okay, come to your table. The first I should go for according to my table what it was happening here. Observe carefully. This is my permanent data and permanent table. In this table, whatever we have the data, it's permanent. It's not temporary, and I can't do any modification also. So, according to this table, what I need to display? Number, name, then after salary, then after commission, then after salary plus commission. For which employee? Smith. So now see, according to this table, number 7369, name Smith, their salary 800, their commission null, and what next? Salary plus commission. So now we can see, if I'm asking salary 800 plus commission nothing, so that means are you expected how much? 800 we are expected. Yes or no? We are expecting 800 because this employee is not taking any commission. So that's why 800 plus something, nothing here. So 800 I have to show this employee total salary. So now, okay, as per that, I'm going to writing my query. Select EMP number, e-name, sal, commission, and what next? Sal plus commission. Sal plus commission I'm showing as a what? Total salary. As a total salary is what? Alias name. Don't forget it. Okay. Alias name. From EMP where E name is equals to who is this? Smith. Now I can execute. So yeah, two people Smith is there. I think one more people is there, na? So two people. Okay, no problem. Two people. But unfortunately, this person also 7788 name is okay, 3000 salary okay. But unfortunately, this person also null. That means this person's salary I want to show how much again 3000. Yes or no? Because this person is also not taking any commission. But unfortunately, you can see this is corrected, this is corrected, this is corrected, this is also corrected as per according to table. But what is not corrected? Total salary showing again empty. But now we expect as per our calculation 800. This is 3000. But unfortunately, these are also showing as a empty. So that means now tell me, if you are writing some query in your calculation under a project, there is a null is there. What happened? Your entire output will change, you know? Yes or no? Yes. That's why here where it was be in real time problem, you know, generally billing systems, employee salary slips. Okay, na? In that cases, it will be very affected. For example, you are working in a company. Your payment, okay, bill that is called a pay slip that generating by company. So monthly they will produce na pay slip to the company to the employee. Yes or no? Yes. In the pay slip, what it will be there? Your basic salary, your allowances, deductions, everything will be showing very clearly. How much your basic, how much your HRA allowances, how much your DARE allowances, medical allowances, transport allowances. These are all each and everything monthly, how much, what it is, each and everything will be describing in your pay slip. Okay, na? By that, the employee can understand that, okay, this is my total salary and this is my net salary. Okay, na? So now, for example, observe carefully. Here, first column is called as your basic salary. So basic salary is showing in your pay slip 25,000 rupees. This is basic. And next, HRA allowances, company will provide to you 15,000 rupees. Company will provide to you 15,000 rupees. Next, your ESI medical allowances, suppose company will give for monthly 5,000 rupees. For monthly 5,000. Next, your DARE allowances, your company will give it to you, okay, 15,000 rupees DARE allowances, it will give to you. Okay, now PF. Your PF cutting from your salary is 5,000 rupees. Okay, so now it will be calculated. When each and every column, you can say basic salary is a one column, HRA one column, ESI one column, DA one column, PF one column. In each column, you have a value. Yes or no? Now, in your pay slip, finally, total salary will show you how much. So 25, 15, 40, 40, 50, 60, 65. So this is your 65,000 rupees, for example. And sorry, we need to cut PF na. So that means 60,000 will come to you. Okay, na? PF 5,000 cutting. So now this is your net salary. That means your how much you will be get in your account. Okay, fine. Here I don't have any objection, and employee also very happy because output is correct. But suppose, just imagine in this, any one column is not entered any value by your system admin at the time of your payments or bills generating levels. Suppose he forgot it to enter, okay, ESI amount, he forgot it. So that means your system administrator, when he was generating your pay slip, unfortunately, he didn't enter ESI amount. He just left that column with a blank, empty. He left. Then what happened? Now your total salary in your pay slip will show null. That means you are generating of your pay slip, right or wrong? Wrong, na? Yes, because my total salary is showing how much? Null. That means you are not received any amount. Then you are going to hurry burry. Oh my God, how sir? 1 month salary I'm missing. So this kind of calculations problems. Okay, na? When you have a nulls. Okay, so that's reason I need to overcome or not this problem. That's why you can see in your pay slips or any billing system, if that product or that area is not entered any value by default, what it will take? Can you know anybody? What? What it will take by default here? NA. NA means not available. Okay, now see if you have in future, you can see your pay slips. Otherwise, your mother is working in a employee as a government sector or somewhere. You can see slips. If anything is not there, there it will show not available NA. But they didn't left a empty column. They didn't left that. Instead of empty, they put it what? NA. Compulsory. Then only now your answer is how much here? Not 60,000. How much? 55 or 50,000? Huh? Because this is cut here. 55,000. So now answer will come. But if you are not giving anything now, then it is also nothing. So this kind of calculations problems we will be faced with the null. Got it my point? Right down below. Write this and along with your output also take for this example. Completed? Here observe. Sir, okay. But sir, once, for example, your employee was taking some commission. For example, Alan is there. Alan's salary is 1600 according to your table. Commission how much taking? 300. Then total 1900. Suppose the same query, just see in place of Smith, I am using Alan. Then see your answer correct? There is no issue, na? Yes or no? Yes. So salary 1600, commission 300, salary plus commission is equals to 1900. So problem is not there. So when we have a problem, when we have a nulls. So my logic is correct. Salary plus commission, my query logic is right. But problem is where null is problem. Because if you have a 300, 1900 showing now. So that means in my logic, there is no issue. Understand my point? Here there is no issue. The issue is where it is in your table as what? Null is issue. So this issue, null issue, I need to avoid. See, a null problem I want to avoid. That is my task. If I'm avoiding null, then I will get perfect answer. Understand na? So we need to overcome null problem, but we don't want to create a null. Don't create a null problem. Just avoid null problem, because already null problem is existing. Again, you are also creating null. Then what is the use? Your problem is solved or not solved? Not solved. So that's why my problem is null. उसको मैं avoid करना है मेरे को. See why I'm telling in English in Hindi. Later, if anybody come and ask na, sir, I didn't understand na, band baja dunga. Okay, right. So understand the concept. Null को avoid करना है मेरे को. Your null problem is there. उसको avoid करना. I want to avoid null problem, not create a null problem. Avoid करना null. Okay. So what I want to do, sir? Right. Come out. Right. You're right on some points. In the above example, the employee Smith, salary is 800 and there is no commission. So that salary plus commission is how much? 800 only. But it returns what? But it returns null. Okay. What we want to do to overcome this problem, we should use a predefined function. In Oracle Database. That is, what is my function name here? NVL function. Which function? NVL. So NVL function is called a predefined function. It's not user defined, it's a predefined. Right. Now carefully observe. Now the question will come to you. What is NVL? Expression 1 and expression 2. First one, it stands for, if anybody asks you, it stands for, what is this? Null value. It stands for null value. Now, this function is used, to replace a user defined value in place of null. So what I can do with the help of NVL function means I want to replace replace user defined value in place of null. So it means what now? Wherever null is there is nothing but empty is there. There you can put some user defined value. Understand na? Suppose this is null. Null means what we said? Empty. So instead of leaving as an empty, you just put it some value. How much I put? 0. Put it some value. How much I put? 10. How much I put? 100. So what it was telling NVL function, don't leave as an empty. Instead of leaving as an empty, give some value. Understand na? So don't leave as an empty chair. Instead of leaving as an empty chair, I should keep someone sit here. Or someone I want to keep it here. Yes or no? Now this tell me, now this chair is empty or not empty? Not empty. Why, sir? Bag is there. आपको दिखा नहीं दे रहा यार, छोड़ दो. वो देख रहा है. It is not empty. Bag is there here. Okay. So it is not empty. That white chair is there. That is what? Empty. Understand ना? समझ में आ रहा है ना? Doubt पूछेगा तो. Okay. Concept clear? Now see. But see, this much explanation after, again some people are coming. Intelligent peoples. They are very intelligent. You know? Intelligent people are coming. Sir, ये यहाँ पर null रखेगा तो क्या होगा? फिर वही doubt है. To what I'm going to explaining after almost half an hour time, it will take 1 hour explanation. After 1 hour explanation completed, output is got it, then some people will come. Sir, बोल. Sir, ये यहाँ पर null रखेंगे. I don't understand. Why are you keeping again null? But if I'm keeping null, sir, what happened? Practically we proved, practically we observed what happening there, but still asking. Those are called a very, very intelligence. जो भी है ऐसे intelligence ना, आ जाओ मेरे पास. Okay, right. Observe. So this is what we call the NVL function use and advantage. With the help of this function, wherever empties are there I am going to keeping some value. Okay, sir. But can you find out this NVL function is having how many arguments? 2 arguments. The function is having 2 arguments here. Okay, na? Write down. This function is having how many arguments here? 2 arguments. 2 arguments are first one we called as expression 1 and expression 2. Expression 1 and expression 2. Okay. The first point, careful observe. These 2 arguments are how it was working, sir. Okay. Let me see. If your expression 1 is null, careful observe. Your expression 1 is null. What happened here? Then, if it is null, then it return what? User defined value. So user defined value means which one? Expression 2. It was, then it will, or then it return expression 2 value. Expression 2 value, who will give it? User will give it. That's why I'm showing that user defined value. Okay, na? So expression 2 value return, it means that user defined value. Okay. Second one is what now? If your expression 1 is not null, then it return expression one value only. Expression one value only. Okay, these two conditions carefully understand the two statements. If you understand these two statements, then you can easy. So what we said, if expression 1 is null, then it returns expression 2 value. 2 value is nothing but user whatever you given, 0 na, 100, 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 1 krona, whatever it is, that will be returned. But suppose your expression 1 is not null. Now tell me guys, expression 1 is not null. Not null means having some value. So that means in expression 1, already having some value. It's not empty. It's having some value. So which value was there in the expression 1, that value only returns. Understand my point? Yes. Okay, now suppose on in the chair, whatever the value was there, what is the value? Bag. If I'm asking, the bag only come to me. Understand na? If it is empty, it nothing will come. That's why we need to put some object. Which object you put there, that object will come to me. Understand na? So this is the statements of two arguments, how it will be work in this function. Okay, and based on these two statements, now I can overcome this problem. But how to do practically, we will see on tomorrow. Okay, na? So I stop it here and we'll continue on tomorrow class. Okay.